Hello and welcome along to Ainslie Park for highlights of the SWPL 1 game. Glasgow City back here, this time Spartans the home side in this sunny affair in Edinburgh. So then to the sides, well for Spartans, a surprise to 1 or 2 how high up they are, playing well so far the young side this season. Collect Kavanagh, the former Celtic player, is the top goal scorer. Zoe Johnson has impressed as well since her move from Hibs. Rachel Harrison is back with the club and in goals today, and it's a side that did beat City at the Excelsior Stadium last campaign. Quick look at Glasgow City side. One notable change from the last gasp winner against Hamilton 10 days or so ago. Noel Murray comes back into the starting lineup. Megan Foley drops to the bench. A bit more strength on the subs bench, plenty of experience in Lauren McMurchie and youthful exploiting the two Hay sisters. Carla Boyce may well use her experience of Spartans early in the campaign later on off the bench. Referee instead and pausing things for a moment's reflection for those terrible attacks in Manchester last week. Nice ball in, through and in behind, and away it goes the ball. That was a first early chance in the first couple of minutes or so. Kayla McDonald and Guia with the early chance. Physical threat in the middle of the park, bully their way through. Ross. And it's going to loop its way in as it is. And Hayley Lauder may well be fortunate, but she is on a hot streak at the moment. 5th goal in the recent spell. Found its way through, and 4.5 minutes on the clock. Champions' first real opportunity going forward, and they've scored. They went shot the first time, might go with a slightly different routine, a bit more traditional from Ross and Crichton, looking to get a header in there. Very close to a second. Keenan for Ross. Crichton with the header, and again very comfortable for Harrison, straight into our path. It was a wonderful delivery in the 22nd minute. Remains just the 1 goal advantage. Ross switching it for an excellent ball for Docherty. Space was closing down. No, it's off the woodwork. I think 1 or 2 thought it was sailing over, including the keeper. Kerr is going to keep this alive and place it in the corner, and that was coolly done from Sam Kerr, who scored a double just a couple of weeks or so back against Rangers. And it's a 3rd league goal, or 4th in all competitions. And the deceiving cross-cam shot fell kindly in the path of Kerr, who controlled, took the time and finished off in the 28th minute. Johnson set a nice little ball here. Kavanagh across the face of goal into the arms of Alexander Thorpe. Half a chance for the home side to try and get one back. Docherty's delivery, and it is another one, is it? No, fantastic save from Harrison, tipping it over from Hayley Lauder, looking for her 2nd in the game. Wonderful chance. No shot this time for Docherty. And it's going to be an easy one. And it's Abby Grant, but as our drought really in the league was about to come to the end, the flag up. And it won't count. Right smile from Abby Grant, who's worked so hard in recent games. I think a bit frustrated she hasn't scored, but the flag up and it won't count as we head into stoppage time in this first period. Keenan. Grant this time with the control. The keeper saves, but she's going to score, and now the drought is over and back with the club for 2017. She's finally got a league on. She's happy about that. End stoppage time in the first half. Was one of the top goal scorers up there in 2015 when she was last with the club, and hadn't scored since the League Cup first round tie against Jean Field, and now she's on the board to make it 3 before the break. At Ainslie Park at the break, it is Spartans 0, Glasgow City 3. Eight minutes into the second half. Keenan long throw in time. This was there with initial control. Lauder looking to twist and turn, and excellent save away by Patterson. And back by Mason now, support McMahon out wide, and Alexander up there, and foul against the Spartans forwards, and Gowan, who's making the most of herself. Certainly 1 or 2 protests from the home side, but he's then very quickly blowing the whistle. Dockery long, Boyce. And a lot of space. Karen, Brogan Hay around, as is Lauder. And it's sailing over from Hayley Lauder. Nice idea. Look at the space that opened up for Carla Boyce. Lauder couldn't quite keep it down on target. Ross went long for Foley. Trying to keep it alive here. Boyce leaves it, and there is a goal for Leanne Crichton. Her first back with the club. And at a ground where she took a bit of pain a few weeks back in her debut against Hibs, she's scored and put extra gloss on the scoreboard with 13 minutes left of the match. Kavanagh, ball firing by Johnston. McMurtry away. Here's Kavanagh. Getting a solid try. Comfortable again for Alexander. Not too many real tests in the game. Keenan. Foley down. Crichton. Boyce. Another good attempt, and here comes Cody trying to follow up. And a couple of smothers there from Harrison for another corner. Couple of good chances in the final 90 seconds or so of normal time in the second period. Austin Crichton on the routine. There's advantage here for City, and it's blasted in. Fooled everyone in the box in white and red, and in the final minute it's no late rush to get goals today, as they've put the game to bed, especially at half time, and added a couple more for the extras. And that'll do for the second period and the game. For the champions, they continue their great run at the moment. Far more comfortable today compared to the game against Hamilton in their last match. Job was virtually done at half time with an early start from Hayley Lauder, with her continuing great run of goals. Sam Kerr made it 2 midway through that first period, and then Abby Grant put things to bed virtually at the break and made the half time team talk a little bit easier for Scott Booth. For the second half, a bit more of a quiet affair until a couple of late Gloucester goals from Leanne Crichton, her first back with the club, and Leanne Ross with an excellent finish in the final minute to round things off. So onwards to a home game against Rangers next for Glasgow City. as it is a big month before the summer break. But the final score here at Ainslie Park, Spartans 0, Glasgow City 5.